All right, everybody, welcome to the channel, Erickson DIY, Erickson Do It Yourself, where we talk about real estate, stocks, and everything in between, and pretty much just overall production and trying to do the best in life, build generational wealth, and getting out of the rat race. So today I got a friend of mine, McBride. So thanks first off, thanks for coming here on this interview. Thanks for taking the time out of your, busy day. I know you got a family and you're out there hustling, grinding. I see you every day doing your workouts, out there pushing the knowledge out to your friends about real estate, pushing knowledge out about stocks. So like I said, thanks for being here today. And to start it off, I'll pass it off to you. You can give a short synopsis of.
All right, sorry about that. I'd like to start off saying happy Juneteenth to you and your followers. Hey, so I'm Lacaundus McBride, USMC veteran. A little service time with your boy. I did a little service time with Sandoval. Now coming up officer. Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
So right now, I like to call myself like a venture capitalist. So I'm in the real estate. I'm in the stocks. You can just find me where the money is. I'm just trying to get it. So I like to call myself a venture capitalist. I just got into investing. Well, I did my time in the military, so I can tell you in the military, I wasn't savvy on my knowledge on investing and stuff. So I just did time in the infantry. I got out, and I was going to school, and I understand school wasn't really it for me either. And then I learned about real estate through my uncle, because I had an uncle that was a major in the Marine Corps, and he was in the real estate. And so it kind of rubbed off on me, actually. He brought me up to an auction, like this. There was this Weeks auction group, and they had this auction sale going on, and that's how I got into real estate. Honestly, that's when it first got me.
All right, awesome. So to hit on one of the things you said, so prior infantry, military experience, veteran. So what do you think about that part of your life helped you do what you're doing now?
Oh, the Marine Corps give you discipline and like a sense of purpose. So I think a lot when you got the military, especially the Marine Corps, I kind of hit the ground like boots running. It wasn't like, I had to find out where it was to get everything in order like ASAP, because it kind of feel like chaos, especially when you like separate yourself from the military. You wake up every day and it's like, man, what am I doing? It's like, yo, wake up. You get to do anything, and after a while, I start feeling like I need some structure. I need to get myself busy and find a purpose for myself. And I think the Marine Corps helped me out a lot with just taking control of my life, where I needed to do. So I appreciate the Marine Corps from that effort. And then later I had just last year I had a daughter, so that was, if I needed any more motivation, then it came. So
of course, kids will do that.
Yeah.
So it looks like you had some struggles coming out that first transition out. So I've noticed that's a common trend with veterans, especially when they get out trying to find that purpose, things like that. So luckily for you, you had that family member that took you to that auction. So like, in the sense of trying to find that purpose, what kind of advice could you give the other veterans that are, deciding to get out, how to find that purpose or find that why? Like what helps you?
Yeah. No doubt. I think a lot that has to do with it is your environment, for one, the people you have around you. That's huge. Like who influence you on the daily, your mentors. Name your top 3 mentors, and so you know who you follow and what you're looking up. Right now, goals help. I started seeing therapy as well. So I think your mental health played a big part in it, because transition out of military, trying to adjust to civilian life. So you got to make sure your mind right, because we have brothers out there like they go through it and mentally they're not prepared for all this stuff coming at them. The suicide rate in the military community, the veterans, 22 a day. We have to bring that up. A lot of veterans commit suicide, 22 a day actually. So that's
it's definitely
mental health is a huge thing, I would tell you.
I agree. Mental health is definitely a huge thing. So moving on to the more real estate side. So you said you had a family member that took you to an auction. Could you describe that experience and like what you were feeling and what made you think like, hey, this is for me, real estate right here?
Yeah. I was
Because you hear
watching.
about the chaos that goes around in auctions, like people are like, waving signs like, hey, it's 300,
Yeah,
5,000.
yeah. So actually, but this auction wasn't like that, bro. So it was actually one of those. It was an online auction.
Okay.
So it was much less stressful, but it was actually fun because if you want to get started in real estate, I think that was a great way to get me started because it was like you come on there, I can't. Because at first, I didn't actually get into real estate at first. I was watching some videos. I was watching Jay Morrison, some other real estate gurus give me information. And my uncle just gave me an opportunity to auction. I had like $7,000 saved up in my savings. I didn't really have any money like that, And I'm like, I can't really, but I wasn't going to tell him that because he was a mentor of mine. So I was just like, all right, I just tried. And some of the houses on that auction was in the urban neighborhood. So they were under like 5,000 starting to trade under $5,000.
Wow.
And I was like, man, that's great, And so I was bidding on this one house, and it was great because it's like others buying. I already did my due diligence, already went to the area. But the other auctioneers, since it was online, some of them don't actually go out of state to do the due diligence.
Mm-hmm.
They might just find a deal online right then and be like, all right, I got like investor that probably have like 5,000 just throw away on a project or something. So they didn't really do their due diligence on it. They just had the money and the time, But I mean, it was a great experience. I love like buying a house on auction. I think that's like the only way I want to do it now that I did it. That's the first time I did it. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So next is a lot of people have fears with buying real estate and getting into housing and dealing with maintenance and stuff like that. What kind of helped you defer those fears or overcome them?
Oh, well, I learned in real estate that, the best deals is like one of the nightmares, like the rush projects. You find the best deals and the ones people don't want, they look at and scared of. And also, see, like I said, I was in an urban area, and the house was a small single family. It wasn't over like 800 square feet, so it's not too much craziness, like crazy maintenance on it. Like max, if I wanted to redo the whole thing, it couldn't cost me over 20,000. So
Okay.
it couldn't. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So for right now, like what is your current portfolio? Like how many units do you have, and how long did it take you to amass those units?
Okay, so right now my portfolio for the units, I got 3 doors, I got a duplex, and I got that single family I first got at the auction.
Okay.
It took me about, right now I'd say when I first started, I was 24. I'm like 3 years now, because like once you get the ball rolling, it's kind of like it's rolling. Right now my wife's in the Air Force, so right now I can't go full head into it because I'm a dependent. So, but once she's in the process of separating now, once that's out, I can go full real estate,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So primarily, like, where's your market? Is there a specific area you look, or do you do out of state, or do you just focus on the area you live in right now, or?
Oh, so actually I live in Hawaii. I got a house in Hawaii too, but I ain't got Hawaii money to shake and move in Hawaii. But honestly, I was looking at wholesaling. I'm not sure if you're familiar with it, and I'm taking baby steps on wholesaling to understand it. So I probably could work in the Hawaii market with wholesaling, but I don't completely understand wholesaling, so I'm not gonna talk about it much.
Mm-hmm.
But I heard it's an affordable way to come in when you have money. Wholesaling is a way you can make money in real estate without really having any money.
Okay.
So I was looking at doing that here in Hawaii, but my primary area I look for real estate right now is in Georgia. That's where I'm from.
Okay.
I like to keep everything in areas I travel often so it don't get abandoned. Yeah.
That makes sense. So for your properties, do you have a property manager, or do you kind of, do everything yourself? Do you manage your own properties? And would you suggest getting a property manager, or would you say someone starting out, it's better to try to do it themselves?
Oh yeah, a property manager is definitely useful, especially in a position like I'm in, where I stay in Hawaii and your properties in Georgia. Like I'm all the way across the country, so you have issues. So when I separate a tenant, I have to evict a tenant. Then you got squatters that might come through, and like some states favor squatters, and like a squatter stay in your house long enough, it's basically this. You got go through a whole legal paperwork to get them out. So
Oh yeah.
it's definitely useful if you're not on like right down the street from their property or your rental or whatever. I think a property manager is necessary. Yeah.
All right. So you said right now you have 3 doors. So what are your short-term goals? Say like by the end of this year, like how many doors are you hoping to get into? Not hoping, but like that's your goal. Like you're gonna get into that many doors. I don't want to say hoping because we never want to leave things to chance. So
Yeah. Nah, so right now I'm in a wealth building phase. Right now I'm in capital building. I'm trying to get my capital up right now so I can really shake and move. Right now I'm not like, I ain't got the money flowing in like you right now. So I like to I don't make a lot, but I make enough right now to get by, to cover all my bills. But I'm not working myself. I'm like free a lot of the times, but I'm not making like a crazy amount of money. So I'm looking at deals now to like fix and flip. So right now I'm in the stock market. The stock market is going crazy. It's a great time to make money in the stock market.
It is.
It's a great time. So I'm letting my money grow in the stock market right now until I can have enough capital to do a fix and flip. And in my opinion, I feel like you can make more money in a real estate than you can in the stock market.
I agree for sure. So what is
I'm trying to stack my capital to do that. Yeah.
Agree. Same here. I'm kind of at that phase right now too, where I kind of stretch myself, and I'm not over leveraged, but now the banks are like, I think you need to slow down. Right now I'm at 4, and it's getting hard to do it all on your own, which is why I'm trying to start my other side of the business where I OPM, use other people's money to either go out and invest. So right now I'm working on that brand. But so we got the short-term building capital. So what's your say like 5-7 years from now, where would you like to see yourself unit-wise, and do you think you'll venture out into any other markets other than Georgia and Hawaii or things like that?
So 5 to 7 years from now, that's right now I think I'm looking at myself because we'll have a team there. My wife will be at the military, so I can't really fathom where I'd be. Like I got dreams, but when you have a teammate and a partner working with you, it could be even better. So I'm not really sure where I'd be. I'm excited to see where I'd be, but right now I can't really tell you 5 to 7. I'm trying to see how this pandemic plays in the real estate market. You got to give it time to play out. It just happened in March. Yeah, and a lot of people have these loan forgiveness right now. They mortgage forbearances and everything. So there might be a lot of deals coming up around August, October time frame when those mortgage forbearances uplift. Because they're saying right now 30% people in June couldn't pay their mortgage. And that's a great deal. So I'm waiting for some good foreclosures or something to come up. I don't want to jump too early. So right now I'm trying to fill out everything with this pandemic. For
sure. It's definitely a very questionable times, and there's definitely a chance that there'll be blood on the streets. Maybe not as bad as 2008, 2009, but I'm sure there's going to be some great deals out there from unfortunate loss of other people, but it'll benefit others from that. So what is your end goal, like retirement wise? Like, are you doing the grind until you hit the 65 so you can retire, or are you trying to retire earlier than that, or what's the goal there?
Well, have you heard about the FIRE movement, the financially independent retire early?
Yes.
Man, look, I felt that one. So sure, I'm trying to get, because some people think you need like $1 million here, this, there, but well, we did a budget and we looked at our expenses. Retirement for us started when we got $30,000 a year is enough to cover our expenses. Not now if we want lavish things or luxury like other things right now, leisure. We probably can't really afford it right now unless I pick up a job and pick up other little things here. But right now, we're at a point where our major bills, mortgages, and everything is covered. And so right now, I really want to travel. I'm at a young age now. I want to get out. Like with this pandemic locking everything down, I just want to go see everything. It made me want to see. It made me want to see the world more. So right now, I was thinking that I'm at the point where I want to travel more. So I'm just looking just to be like financially free in these next few years. So I think I'm 27 now. From my 27 to 35, I just want to be traveling the world, see things with my family, and then I think I'll broke down.
Definitely, I could agree with that. I definitely love traveling the world and seeing things. I never understood how people could just stay in one place their whole life when there's a planet full of things out there to experience. Man. So I definitely feel you on that one. So going back to a earlier statement, you said you had kind of like a mentor. So for you, was that mentor just kind of, it just so happened to come your way, or did you go searching for this mentor? Do you suggest having mentors? And then how do you think having a mentor has allowed you to scale and do better than if you were to just do it on your own?
Oh, yeah. Well, so a mentor is like, I said, mentors are necessary. Yeah, I'll definitely suggest you have them. And not just have like one, at least try to have like three you could go to, especially in the older, because you never know what happened with health crisis or something. You lose a mentor, it could be like traumatizing, so you have somebody else. But like I have my uncle, because I was adopted myself. I grew up with no mom and dad and stuff, so that's where my main mentor came in. He was my uncle. He was in the Marine Corps, Rod, and he did his time there. So, so he was always like a big significant person in my life at a young age. And I say like my therapist is a mentor for me. But I think mentors are necessary, and they help you, like they give you some foresight, some things, especially when you're younger. They already trailblazed, they already seen it. They can tell you the future before it happens. So I think you need a couple of them on your side. Yeah.
Definitely. I agree with that as well. So next one is let's talk about that duplex, because that's technically like your first rental property, first investment property. So like what made you pick that duplex, and what about that duplex in the area, made you go, all right, this is the one? And even before that, how many deals did you look at before you finally went, hey, it's going to be this one?
Okay. So the duplex I have right now, there's another duplex. I had another one. So I was about to have like 5 doors. Well, including this one, it'd probably been 7 doors. But I don't think I'm going to close on this recent one. There's a new build duplex in San Antonio that I was in the process of closing on and everything. But with the market like it is now, if I paid top market retail price for this duplex, and at these times it's like I'm kind of gonna be short myself. Like we don't ever know where the real estate go. I could just be buying in the whole. I could put myself the whole, just getting it immediately. So I'm looking for deals foreclosed or auctions. And there's another duplex I have in Albany, Georgia, and I mean that one got me on. It's the same. It was like the same price as a single family, damn near, but then you get it double from each side. So
exactly,
the duplex like a double barrel shotgun, man. It gets the job done. I love those. Yes,
awesome.
sir.
So, like, let's talk about the process for that duplex in Georgia. So, for that one, what about the deal or closing that you thought would have been easy but ended up being hard?
What made it hard? I'm gonna say it was nothing really difficult about the situation because I did it on, like, you don't go through like agents or anything. Since I did it on auction, you go to the state office, you fill out some paperwork, like, just sign over the documents, show that the bank's handed over to you, and it was a pretty smooth process actually.
That's good.
Yeah.
Always want a smooth process.
Yeah.
So,
you just got to make sure no liens on the property and all that,
Oh yeah, that'll come back and bite you for sure.
Yeah.
So from closing, was there any maintenance you had to do before, leasing it, or was it kind of already ready and you could just lease it right away?
Yeah. So I'm not trying to, so I was in an urban area. It's very low income. So I like to have my properties. I don't spend lavish money on the property that, like, in my areas, it's low income areas. So I like to buy in the Black communities. I bought in there. So this was really kind of like, I make sure the safety's up, but I don't spend my top dollar for it because you never know, because it's just the community itself is not like a hot real estate area. So I don't want to have the nicest house on the block. I'm really just, I'm in it for the rent. So I just make sure it's safe. I'm not trying to like, oh, this need to be purple roofs, high ceilings, and all of that.
So when you
try not
get
to go too crazy on spending.
Oh yeah, I agree with you there. So for these properties that you get, is it more of a buy and hold long term, or you plan on slowly renovating to sell 5-7 years down the road, or what's the plan?
Yeah, so I try. That's why I try to get it low. I buy because most of the time all the units so far I bought, they already were tenant occupied. So the minute I purchased them, I had a check coming in, and they never knew the difference.
Best way to do it.
Yes,
that's the best
yes,
way to
sir.
do it.
And so some people don't live in like that high quality. Probably like my first tenant, she had Social Security. It was her house. She was living there for longer than I was even born. And so you be in situations like that, and it's like she already know to write the check. She already sent it there. Just give her the address.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really have to do much. So I just try to keep things safe and just be responsive to my tenants, let them know I'm there. So, yeah.
Awesome. Yes. So let's see. What else?
Are my answers long enough, bro?
Oh no, you're doing good. You're doing good.
Okay.
So we'll move on over to the investment side, the stocks and all that. So what got you interested in doing stocks?
Stocks. I got interested in that because who was I watching at the time? I was watching like Vlad. It's crazy. The Vlad is kind of urban too. So I watch his TV, Vlad TV. Shout out to Vlad.
That's the Russian guy, right?
Yeah. And he was talking with Jay Morrison about like stocks. They was having a little debate like, is stocks better than real estate and everything. And then I heard about how the simplicity of like owning stocks, you don't have to have the stress of like worrying with tenants and everything. So I had to try it out. I'm a stay-at-home dad right now. For the past few years, I've been a stay-at-home dad. So it's been a great way to make money on my ass. So that's what really got me into it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So in stock-wise, like what do you invest in? Do you do dividend investing? Do you mainly, buy and hold long-term? Are you day trading? Are you swing trading?
Well, initially I was invested in growth stocks. I just started with like $50. Like after I bought my properties, I really didn't have a strong savings account, So I would just put it down a little here. I was completely ignorant to stocks, honestly, when I first started. But then I followed Dr. Boyce, and he was saying that even if you just start like something like $5 a week or $10. I have to set something up for my daughter in the future because I just had my daughter like a year ago, yeah. And that's when I started investing a year ago. That's what actually got me started. I wanted to grow her something. Like, even if it was just like $50 a month, and I could just see it and make it grow and have her something. So when we leave, she'll have something. But yeah, getting started in it. Some the dip happened because I started last year and then the dip happened. Like, imagine starting and you coming through that. And I'm like, oh, I lost like 20%.
Yeah, I feel you. It was a big drop, but the good thing is though, like if you stayed in, you pretty much got that back within these last few months.
Yeah, you did.
I noticed that I went back because I looked at my retirement when the dip happened. I was like, man, that's a lot of money gone. But
it's not for the faint of heart.
It's definitely not. But I left it in there. I was like, hey, I know the market's going to go back up, and then I just kept putting money back into it. So what people don't realize is if you don't sell and you continue putting money in, the cost averages out.
Yes.
So that ended up happening, and then I'm pretty much where I was before the drop, and probably a little bit more actually, because I made some more smarter moves and got some airline stocks and things of that nature. So
nice. Yeah, that's another thing. Yep, the real isn't. They said the loss isn't real until you sell.
That's true. It is true. So for you, for people that want to try to do what you do, the real estate, the investing, what are the places that you use to educate yourself and stuff like that?
Oh, so what I do is, I think anybody can, like, right now it's hard to have an excuse not to be in it because we have the smartphones. We have an asset that our parents never had. So right now I'm trying to run with everything you have. Like, if any question you have, you can YouTube or Google it. And that's great. It's your fingertips. You know what I mean? Any question.
That's true.
So I say take advantage of the technology we have today. And I also read. So here's a few books. Like Wealth Choice, Dennis Kimbro. He's one of my favorite authors. Dennis Kimbro. I follow Dr. Claud Anderson too.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few books I read, and I use Audible. The Audible app, listen to books while I'm on the run or something in the mornings. I try to just keep my mindset. So I think your mindset is like a big part of like helping you with your investing and everything. So you have to like keep it around you, like music, put it in the Audible. Listen, I have it always playing when I sleep. I have Audible playing, so I want to think like an investor. I want to walk like an investor, talk like. So I just kind of like brainwash myself, basically. Yeah.
I do the same thing. I'll go to sleep with a podcast playing in my ear and things like that, just to make sure that my brain is always working. So I definitely feel you there. So that's about all the questions I had. Again, thank you for, taking off and giving me the opportunity to interview you. I just wanted to show everybody, like, the average person can do, what the rich can do, getting real estate, getting into investments. And like, it's nothing scary. Anyone can do it. You just got to educate yourself and motivate yourself and find those mentors, like you said, and circle yourself with people that have the same interest that will keep you grounded and help you, push forward. So you got any last minute things for the people out there? And then, I'll send you the link, let you know when it's on YouTube so you can go back and watch it, So you got any last minute things for them out there?
I would tell them, and like you say, anybody can't do it. I like to let them know how we started. We didn't start with the silver spoon. Like I said, I started with no mom and dad. I grew up in the ghetto, actually foster home in the project. And so now here I am living in a place in Hawaii. Only thing you need is some discipline and the right mentors. Discipline and consistency those are like skills of the guys. As long as you got those two with you, discipline and consistency, I think everything will be all right.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot again. And then this will end the first interview right here.